Hello again, this is Rebecca, and this is another pick a card reading. Welcome back to anybody returning from any other readings of mine. This reading here this week is for your next 7 days, and it is timeless, so whenever you find this reading, it's your next 7 days, from now. And it's going to be, just general. I'm just kind of looking for any messages or like what you can expect the next 7 days. Just kind of hints at what could happen, what you should be on the lookout for, things like that. So that's what this reading is about. We got 3 groups here again. I've pre-shuffled, pre-pulled your cards. It's mostly Oracle, and then I used 1 tarot deck. And if I feel the need to pull any more cards for anything, I will do so. But these are your groups here you can pick from. And as always, I have some crystals here or to help you pick if you need. So, group 1, you have this citrine crystal right here. It's pretty faded. It's got one good spot that's still got some color in it, but that's your pile here, group 1. In group 2, I've got a few of these because they're so tiny. But this is iron pyrite. Got several of them over here in little pieces for you, group 2. And group 3, I've got this rose quartz. It's another one. It's very faded. I got these about 4-ish years ago now, and they've been in a little glass container near a window, I think, for a lot of time, so they're very sun bleached and faded, but they're still very nice. So got group 1, 2, and 3 here. As always, the times will be in the description for each group. You can go to whichever one you're feeling called to. And also in the description, there's a link to my Patreon page that I started recently for anyone interested in checking that out. There will be extended readings there, and I will do exclusive readings just for my patrons on there as well. So you can check that out and see if you're interested. And we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to go ahead and get started here with group number 1. Hello, group 1. You are here if you picked this pile of cards here, or if you were drawn to the citrine. And this reading is going to be for your next 7 days you've got coming up. Just what you can expect, any messages for you, anything that is wanting to come out for you is what this reading is for. It's mostly Oracle. I've got 1 tarot deck in here as well, and if I feel the need to bring out any more cards, I will do so. I will lay these out for you and we'll get started. So, first Oracle card we've got number 33, Door to Romance. And we have number 8, Indecision. Then we have number 19, Her Wicked Ways. We have number 43, Date with Destiny. Okay. We have this card here, Yamaya. Yamaya, Grandmother Ocean, Primordial. And that's card number 34. We have another card number 19 with Atlantis. That one says rapid development, excellence, and success. And then we have card number 10, Soulcraft. Number 13, Insight. Right, and for your tarot cards, we've got the Ace of Earth, the 13 of Air, and we have the 3 of Earth. Okay. I need to look at this card still, Her Wicked Ways, but given these 2 oracle cards, Door to Romance and Indecision, I do think there will be something to do with a romantic connection and some kind of, decision involving that. Maybe it's involved with deciding on a person, or there's just going to be some sort of decision made involving romance for you this next 7 days. Then we also have with Date with Destiny. Feels like this decision that you're going to make is definitely something that is going to be affecting your future, and be like some sort of destiny type thing playing in. Yeah, I need to look more at those. So this card here, Her Wicked Ways, is showing this like Snow Queen on the card, who is usually there with her wicked ways to, it says, test those who aren't yet sure of their worth. She will try to freeze you with a glance that conveys criticism, judgment, ridicule. She'll make you believe you will be She'll make you believe you'll be humiliated, that it's inevitable you'll fail, and so it's better that you just don't try to begin with. You plant seeds of doubt like a weed in your soul garden and cause you to lose energy to mental anguish. You'll find the way of your life more difficult than it needs to be if you don't take heed of what's happening and use your power to stand up to her. Okay. Maybe that's why you are having this indecision. There could be somebody in your life, or who maybe thinks they're involved in this decision, causing you a lot of doubt, or making you pause, or maybe like, somebody is trying to make you do one thing over the other with this decision. 43. And then they have the Date with Destiny right next to that, which is kind of, it's telling you and asking you to let go of your control that you think you have in this situation, or that you want to take. Maybe that's also a reason you're stuck in the indecision, is because there are aspects of this you can't control, especially if this is involved with like making a decision between, a couple people maybe, or like an avenue involved in your relationship that'll take you one way or another, that doesn't just affect you and isn't only in your hands. And that may be why you have this doubt, or maybe you trying to take too much control is causing other people to be the wicked, the Snow Queen here, making you just feel more doubt and more like you shouldn't bother with what you're doing. But the Destiny card is telling you that you need to not be in control right now as much as maybe you're trying to be, and let things play out a little more, or involve more people in this than there are who can like help affect it. Because it says the universe, here's what you're asking for and what you're wanting, and things are going to play out in their way, and you need to let it happen. Let the universe guide you more, and it'll get you out of this indecision and keep you going forward. I think once you're able to kind of let go of that control a little bit more, and let things happen like they're going to happen, this is where this Atlantis card comes in, because it's rapid development, excellence, and success. You'll be out of the indecision area and like where you feel stuck, and it's whatever's going to happen after that from that decision is going to happen rapidly and just really take off for you, is what I'm getting from that. Let me look at those tarot cards, because that Gaia deck is different than the usual. Let's see, Earth, yes, the Ace of Earth, new beginnings, obviously with it being an ace, goals, motivation, desire, preparations, reward. The key phrases for it are practicality and pragmatism, starting anew, new financial or career opportunity, reward versus consequence, making preparations, planning for the future, material gain, a desire for security. So yeah, I think this week is going to be major with you working on, I think, letting go of that control and letting that date with destiny happen, where it can be you like letting go and letting things happen like they need to, and that will start a new cycle, a new beginning for something for you. Then we have the Three of Earth here, so ambition, sowing seeds, groundwork, sacrifice, outcomes. It's a time to make preparations, increased opportunity, people notice commitment and dedication, risking future goals and ambitions. So, the new beginning starts, and then you're able to like really get yourself planted in and started with what is gonna grow from this decision that you make. Let's go to that Air 13, which is a court. That's the Queen. Okay, Queen of Air. You got right there. The Weaver, observant, wise, truthful, analytical, strategist, just, detachment. Time to be realistic. Be observant. Plan, organize, determine your course of action. Make a decision. Be decisive and precise. Choose your words with care. Stick to the facts. Don't allow your intellect to alienate. Okay, so once I kind of said that, I got something in my brain telling me that this wicked ways, not for everyone, but for some of you, I feel like that's more of a warning for you, that's applying to you. Maybe you are being the Snow Queen right now. Maybe you are doing that to the other person involved in this decision. You might be, and maybe that's how you're trying to kind of maintain control over this situation. Like maybe you're that kind of person who just needs to have the reins, and when you don't, you kind of freak out. So you may not be meaning it out of, malice or anything, but you could also be acting in this Queen of this Snow Queen way of, with the other person involved, to try to keep your control. And that other card next to it's telling you to stop that. So again, that's not all of you. That some of you, I think that is significant for you. Oh, I keep leaving my books over on the other side. I'm gonna get for your other cards here, because I mean, I kind of get what those are saying. I just want to make sure I get all the message out for it. But you know, with insight, I think that's calling you to, you know, use some insight to kind of do like soul searching or looking inward to help you make this decision, help you, you know, get moving down that road that you need to go down. Because this indecision that you're in, especially if it is involved with romance or a partner or, you know, possible partners or something like that, you know probably about this already, and I think you've been in that state for a bit with the indecision, and I think you need to let go of that control that you're trying to keep a little bit, and, you know, get some insights from yourself, your guides, from other people or other things that can offer you more insight, a more objective view of it, to kind of help you make a better decision on what you want to do. And then with the soul craft, I think that's kind of asking the same sort of thing. Let me get my book. Okay, so soul craft. This card says, life happens from you, not to you. You are ready to receive answers from your soul about any topics, thoughts, or ideas you want to change. Be wise in your crafting, and the path of least resistance will call you. Okay, so yeah, that one is just, it's asking you to just get more in touch with your soul and what kind of, you know, energy that you're putting out there and what you're looking for. Because what you do with that, or what you're kind of looking for, will help you make decisions and make actions happen. So with this card, I think, like I said, it's asking you to kind of look in your soul and your vibrations, what you're putting out, and your intentions, I guess. And then this one was saying, it was like about developing psychic abilities you might have. And I think that's also what I said about inside of, you know, looking more inward at what you're truly wanting and needing to do, and looking for guidance, which could also be tied into this. They work together, you know. But yes, if you do have some kind of psychic ability, maybe now is a good time to look into refining that and maybe strengthen it if you can. Yeah, so this feels like your next 7 days are going to be important for you to focus on yourself and help to get yourself kind of releasing from this control that you're trying to hold on to, especially about whatever this situation is, or the indecision, and let the, you know, destiny of this situation play out. Let it be a little more out of your hands, maybe partially in the hands of whoever else is involved, and let yourself keep going. Because with the Ace here and the Three of Earth, like, it's gonna start a whole new thing for you. Once you can kind of let that go and let it happen, it's gonna change stuff really quickly, I think. And you're gonna start a new and it'll be up to you to take it from there about where it's going to go and how that's going to progress for you. Yeah, this week maybe you can work on inside for you and just letting yourself release some of that control, and you might find that decision gets made a lot easier, a lot quicker than you thought, and then new things can begin for you. So that's what I've got for you, Group 1. Thank you for watching. It's probably going to be a little short, but it's just for the next 7 days. So thank you for watching. You can subscribe if you want to see any more readings from me in the future, or check out Patreon if you want to see any of those that I offer there. And hopefully I will see you in the next reading. Bye. Hello, Group 2. This is your reading for the next 7 days from you finding this video. And you are here if you picked the Iron Pyrite here. So I had a few little bits for you because they're so tiny. That was for you, Group 2. I'm just going to put those right there. Okay, so I got your cards here for this reading, and I was just looking for any messages for you or what you can expect from the next 7 days. You know, just general things like that. So it's mostly oracle cards, but I do have a few tarot here as well. And if I feel the need to pull any more for you, I will do that. So let's just get into what we got here. The first oracle card we've got here is number 17, Action. And we have number 11, Cornucopia. And then we have the Jack-o'-lantern, Protection. And we have Scrying, Intuition. Okay, and your next oracle card is number 1 of this deck, Meant for You. And we have number 31 of this deck, Crown of the Butterfly of Abini. We have the Maestro, Master of Inspiration, which inspiration was also, no, I thought I saw inspiration earlier, I guess not. Understanding, Community, and Ingenuity. And then we have Osiris. It is God King of Duat, Commitment, Acquisition, and Responsibility. And then for your tarot, first card I've got is the 9 of Swords. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. And the King of Cups. Okay, so Group 2. I'm going to look at these two here first because I'm not super familiar with these just yet. So with this card number 1 here, Meant for You, says what is rightfully yours is, or very soon will be, right in front of you. So don't worry if this opportunity seems to be leading you down a different path of what you expected. All paths lead us to where we need to be. Sometimes the universe just has a better idea of what will get us to our destination at the perfect time, and along the pathway that will be the most benefit to all. Trust what is happening. Accept that you deserve good things to happen to you, and don't be shy. Okay, so you definitely have an opportunity. Apparently that is going to be coming to you soon. That makes sense here with the action and cornucopia cards. And the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like I should look at this one too, but with just these, I think, there's obviously an opportunity coming that you will take, it seems like. This one's telling you to trust that, and trust that maybe it's not an opportunity you were expecting exactly that way, but you should take it because it will lead you to where you want to be. And I think you will with this action card here showing that. And then you have the cornucopia card. So I think that that action of taking that opportunity is going to bring some very good rewards and abundance for you in the near future. Maybe not the next 7 days, but it's just telling you that I think that whatever action that you're taking, or maybe this is an opportunity you took recently, that action is leading you straight towards that abundance and cornucopia of opportunity, like further opportunity for you. So let's look at the mini here. So more change with that card. It says, just as nature imbues the butterfly with an innate ability for radical transformation, so too do you have natural instincts within, guiding you to grow in dramatic, utterly life-changing ways. Progress is your perfection. Growth is your attainment. Do you shun what you have been or mistakes you have made? Or instead, do you wear your ability for transformation as a sacred crown of power? Are you willing to let go of what you've known, who you've been, without judging it, except to understand what you are outgrowing your past and becoming their future in this very moment? It takes great courage, whilst flexibility of mind allows you to believe there are other possibilities in this life beyond what you have already experienced. So this card also is asking you to trust in what is happening. Because with this being, crown of the butterfly, Bambini, butterflies transform from caterpillars, that's a whole thing of their life. So it's saying that you are getting what is meant for you in the way it was meant to happen for your best reward, and to trust that change and embrace that change and your ability to go along with it gracefully and, even, maybe better than others as far as that's concerned. And with the Wheel of Fortune being right there, that's definitely something you're definitely going through, some sort of change or metamorphosis in the near future. And with this Nine of Swords here, I think, like a lot of change would do, especially if it's not happening in the way you expected it to, or maybe not in the time you expected it to happen, I think it's causing you some anxiety and worry and sadness maybe currently. But both these cards are asking you to trust in what is happening and the way it's happening, because that was meant to happen this way, to lead you down that road that you want, right to that cornucopia. So embrace the change, and trust in the wheel as it turns for you. Then we have the jack-o'-lantern with protection and scrying for intuition. So, okay, so definitely feel like this half of these cards are all talking about the same thing happening for you. And then these four also feel tied together. Okay, so we have the jack-o'-lantern, which is about protection. And it's like letting you know you are protected and you are capable of creating the life that you want, and that the universe supports you in this. And it's also letting you know, like, a little message about boundaries. It says boundaries are important to teach people how to treat us, and drawing this card indicates you may wish to renew the ones you have or to establish new ones. That could be a little side message for somebody. But I think it's also with the anxiety you might be having about whatever this change is that's going on for you, or this path that maybe you weren't expecting in quite the same way, to know that, again, trust in it and know that you are protected. In the scrying card, intuition is asking you to limit your distractions and kind of let yourself get into like a meditative state a little more, or at least try practicing that here in the next 7 days. It's just to help you kind of, I think, let go of this Nine of Swords feeling that I'm getting from you guys. To kind of let yourself be able to relax more and maybe be able to trust a little better and just feel less anxious, and maybe be able to see the path better that you're being led down. I'm looking at this part here now. Osiris. Osiris instructs us to consider our plans for the future, consider the long-term consequences, but not to be afraid of risk or to limit ourselves unduly. It is only through commitment and decisive action that anything lasting is accomplished. Okay, so he feels tied into the action card a little bit as well. Maestro, Master of Inspiration. In him all disciplines are understood and shared. Perfect realization of the man that was, the man that is in the afterlife, and what humanity could be. Maestro instructs us in what lies next when we have done it all, to look for the next opportunity, to form connections and communities, to share what we have learned, or to pick up a new discipline. He represents mastery in at least one field and warns us not to grow stagnant or complacent in our understanding, lest it grows stale. Alright, so the Maestro card is asking you, maybe in the next 7 days, while you're doing your scrying, you know, like meditation and letting go of some other ways of thinking, just kind of meditate and relax. Maybe also think about any new kind of skills you want to look into, or new things you want to learn. You know, anything that might have piqued your interest at some point. Just, you know, check it out. See how you feel about it. But the majority of the message here that I've got for you, Group 2, is that there is something changing and happening for you. Either it happened recently or will happen very soon, that was meant to happen in the way that it is going to be happening, even if it's not what you expected. But you need to make sure you don't let it slip away from you, if possible, until take that action to continue down that path. It'll lead to some nice transformations in this cornucopia of abundance, and kind of get you, I think, away from this Nine of Swords mindset that you've been in. Know that you are protected, and that, you know, both of these saying to trust in what's happening, and that it's meant to be that way for you right now, and that it is leading you down the same road that you want, or to the same end that you want, just maybe a different path than you expected. and like messages. Maybe try some meditation, or just getting away from distractions of all the noise and everything that can distract in this world, and just be there to be noise. And maybe while you're at it, pick up a new hobby or skill if you feel like learning something new. You know, just give it a try and see if you like it. So that's what I've got for you, Group 2, for your next 7 days. Thank you for watching, and you can subscribe if you want to see any other readings from me in the future, or check out my Patreon if you want to see what that's about. But yeah, thank you for being here, and hopefully I will see you in the next reading. Bye. Alright, hello Group 3. You are here for a reading about your next 7 days, and you are here if you picked this, if I could grab it, if you picked this rose quartz crystal. It's pretty faded, it's pretty just clear now, but still a tiny bit rose quartz. Go right up there. And I got all your cards here, and like I said, this will be for the next 7 days for whenever you find the reading, and it's just going to be kind of like general messages, or what you can expect for the next 7 days, whatever is going to come out that you need to know coming up. So let's take a look at what we got here. So the first oracle card I got for you is number 37. It's the third chakra, and Archangel Shamuel. And then we have card number 24, Adjacent Possibilities. Okay, and then we've got card number 5 of this deck, Stars. You can manifest your every wish. And then we have card number 3, Tower. It says unplug and relax for a spell. Which is funny because when I was shuffling those up for you, pulling your cards, that one came out at one point with like 4 other cards, but that one was on top, and I put them all back, and apparently it really wanted to come out for you, so there it is. And then we have She Who Instigates, Regina. Underneath it says leadership, provocation, and power. And then the next card is She Who Waits, Monera. And that is patience, waiting, and determination. And the next card we have is number 30 of this deck, Telepathy. That says nonverbal communication, energetic pulses, and mind reading. And then we have card number 10 of that deck, Honor the Masculine. It is respecting men, embracing the masculine divine. And then I've got tarot cards. We have the 4 of Swords. We have the Empress. And we have the 2 of Swords. So we've got She Who Waits and the 4 of Swords here. which are both kind of cards that ask you to take some time to think about something, to consider options, and maybe have patience and see how things play out a little more than direct action, which is interesting with Regina being here as she who instigates. That's usually more of like, you have a card for waiting and taking a minute, and a card that's telling you to go. Maybe you're having a little struggle with that right now. But yeah, we also have the Tower though, telling you to unplug and relax for a spell. And Telepathy, which is, you know, mind-related kind of communication, which I don't know why that feels tied in, but it does for some reason. You can manifest your every wish with the stars. And then with adjacent possibilities, I think you're being asked to take time, obviously, to maybe just hold off on something. There may have been an opportunity or just something in your life that you were wanting to kind of run into, jump in head first, and I think maybe, although you want to do that, I think maybe that made you really nervous, or it made you stop for a second, and now you're wondering about what you actually want to do. Like, I think you are wondering if that's the best thing, and I feel like you're getting all these cards asking you to wait and to think about things, because there are adjacent possibilities to what you were thinking about before that maybe are also on your mind that you need to consider. And I don't know, you know, this is a general reading, and I'm not getting a feeling of this being targeted towards like a particular thing. Like, it could be career, finances, family, relationships, just your day-to-day life. Like, it could be about anything like that. With Honor the Masculine, maybe there is a masculine person involved with whatever these other possibilities could be, or maybe just a masculine person in your life that's trying to also voice an opinion on this, and that card is asking you to maybe hear that person out, maybe see what they have to say, or what opportunities they might have for you. So, looking at this card here for the third chakra, feels like it goes well with Regina, ironically, because and it might give you a little more insight on what this is all about if you don't know. This is talking about the third chakra. So the issues here revolve around emotions of desire and your personal energy. So you could have an increased enthusiasm right now, or you will soon. It's a great time to move towards the completion of your desires. Your life force is vibrating with power and resonance. Your soul is calling you to direct your energy in a focused, purposeful manner. This angel of power is with you now, so go for it. Which is also kind of Regina's message. Although you are being asked to wait quite a bit, I think once this energy hits you of, you know, your purpose and your desire for whatever decision or opportunity that you're waiting on comes around, I think, you know, you'll know when that happens, and when you do, I think that's when you should act on, you know, what you want. So I'm going to look at She Who Waits now, because I haven't pulled that one out of here yet. She who waits sits in a bower of leaves and flowers. Let's see. So long did she pause there, the very flora has made its home in her hair, because she knew the value of waiting. The ethereal glowing butterfly finally came to her. She made room for her dream by letting go of all else. What you want, you too can have. However, Monero will not give you the winged gift. The gift she offers is the lesson of patience. Your choice is before you now. Can you commit to the time it may take to get what you so want? The messages of this card is you may face challenges in going after the thing you want above all others. If it were easy, the actual obtainment would be diminished. Honor the path set in front of you. Be ready to stretch yourself, because chasing this elusive desire will not be a walk in the park. More like a hike through exacting and arduous forest trails. This is not a test of physical ability, but about your level of determination. You can always say no, but keep in mind that you may not get this particular chance again. Stop and evaluate your commitment to your desire. What can I set aside to make room for my dreams? What do I want the most? How long am I willing to wait? Those are her questions for you. So okay, so that actually does compliment Regina more than I expected. Because Regina, like I said, is very about the forward motion. Because she wants someone to run so she can give chase. She confronts any and all who stand in her way. So maybe once you do know what you want and where it is, and you have that opportunity that you have been waiting for, maybe it is asking you to wait still, but maybe it is something that you also have already been waiting for. But once this kicks in, this desire and knowing of what it is exactly you want, and when you see it, it wants you to take it, take that opportunity. And don't be afraid to go for it, because you can manifest your every wish. And with the Two of Swords being over here, that's more of like a beginning of a journey, and decision as well. So once you see these adjacent possibilities and you know what it is you're wanting and what to wait for and where to go, and you get that power, it wants you to go for it. And we have the Empress here, which is making me feel like when you do go for it, I think you're going to find yourself reaping a lot of rewards from it and getting I don't know how to describe it. Getting just this new opportunity of abundance and growth and creation, which will then lead you down this Two of Swords of newer beginnings and having that choice be made for you. These are all kind of shorter readings than I'm used to doing for these. But like I said, these are just for the next 7 days from when you find this, so yeah, getting that, it's asking you to wait and relax, think, and decide, what you're wanting, how you want to get there. And when you get all that figured out and you get that energy of power to do it, take it and go. So I think that's going to really benefit and profit you. And any masculine energy involved in this decision, or a person involved in this decision that's trying to help you, or that maybe is involved and will have something change because of what you do. Remember to keep them in mind as well. Maybe that telepathy card is involved with that person, or if masculine divine, if that's, you know, who you're, who that's involved with for you, to kind of keep the communication going, and when you feel that energy from this, you know, third chakra and Archangel Shemuel, you know, go for that thing you've been waiting on. So that's what I've got for you, Group 3, for your next 7 days. Hopefully that resonated with you. You can subscribe if you want to see any other readings from me in the future. And you can check out my Patreon if you'd like to kind of see what that's all about. And hopefully I will see you in the next reading. Bye.